Don't look under the internet.
Doing this episode on a treadmill.
Diluti on a treadmill. Oh, that was awful. Be miserable.
No, don't ever.
Well, let's get it going. Hello, everyone. Welcome to I Have a Portillo's Cup, the podcast. Welcome to Don't Look Under the Internet, an internet horror comedy podcast featuring yours truly, Jason. He's drinking. There we go. He's dying.
Did you do that?
Let it all out, buddy. Let it all out.
Woo! Hi, I'm here.
He made it. He survived. Okay. So we have Jason, and then we have me, and then there's Doug.
Which is he there?
Actually, I think he's there. And then
Probably.
there's Matt. They're all gone.
They're having lives.
Yeah, they're off having lives. No, so you guys probably listened to the previous episodes that came out. Jason, you weren't there. It was just me. But I recorded 2 episodes by myself.
That's right.
And one of 2 things is happening. Either both of those are coming out. Actually, one of 3 things is happening. Either both of those are coming out, one of those are coming out, or none of those are coming out. But this is coming out because, let me tell you, I don't know how fucking dudes like Markiplier or someone does it.
Solo?
I don't know how they do it solo, if I'm being honest with you. Because, just talking
It's hard.
by myself is very difficult. My throat hurt afterwards. And there's no one to, communicate or, riff off of or, just have a good time with.
Yeah.
I'm just in a dank concrete block of a basement by myself.
Dank tank.
Yeah, it was just not as fun as with another person here. Do
you remember when I did the At the Mountains of Madness, where I just reread the whole fucking story and broke down the plot for you guys?
Yeah.
I at least had feedback and on an audio level that people were listening to me. I don't know how people just zero, no, it's just the void in your thoughts.
Yep.
And you're talking and you're hoping it lands, and I don't get it.
Nah, I can't
I couldn't do that.
And I like to hear myself talk, and I can't do that.
I know.
I can't do it. But today,
I'm sure it's fine.
I mean, they're gonna be shorter, but this is coming out, so they're getting They're getting an extra episode this month on the main channel. So you're welcome, people at home. You got to sat through 2 episodes of me to get to this. What a pleasure for you. But Jason and I decided we were going to do a shorty and one that I have many words for. I have many words for this thing later. So I feel like we should.
I'm curious to see what those are, actually, because that could go one of 2 ways.
I'm biting my tongue right now. Yes, we're gonna wait until we get to the end. So Jason and I are talking about a little analog horror known as CRT Anomalies.
Hell yeah!
It's very short. It's 6 videos.
It's so short.
It's 6 videos. The longest one is 7.5 minutes. And here's a big O spoiler for you. You can watch all of this at ×5 speed, and you won't miss a goddamn thing.
Yeah,
it's very brief.
I mean, just pause for the text, because that is important. Okay, there is one video that you actually have to pause if you want the full story for it, but we'll get into that once you get to it, because I don't think I'm covering that one.
I mean, I figured we would just go. We would go back and forth and go from there.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So this is the channel for those of you at home that are watching. It's called that was weird. It's called
That's it.
CRT Anomalies, and it's got the 6 videos here. And we're just gonna go at it, broski. So it starts off in a very interesting way. If I'm doing the big one, and by the big one, I'm assuming you're talking about video 3. Yeah. Okay. Do you want me to start this whole shebang off then, and you can take the next one?
You can't. Yeah, if you want to take the first, I can go. Do you just want to switch off, or do you want to do the first three? I do the last three.
Oh,
I really
yeah.
don't care. I watched all of them.
I guess we could do. I'll do the first three. You do the last three. That works. Yeah, I forgot we could just do that. I forgot. It's so damn short. Who cares?
Yeah, we're gonna be talking to each other about it because I'm sure if you had the same confusion about a few things, that I did while I was watching it, I'm sure we're gonna bounce some ideas off each other.
Confusion is not the word I would say. I think I would use the word. What? I don't even have a word for how I would describe this other than just like, what?
I will preface this, and I will say this took some critical thinking to put a few of the pieces for it together. This is a vague series. I will say that.
Yes. Okay. I was going to say, I hope you can shed some light on that critical thinking.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I'm very good when it comes to pointing out like insignificant details that maybe somehow might matter later.
I hope so, because a lot of this must have went right over my head then. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Maybe upon a conversation, I will discover this stuff, like what usually happens when we do these things.
It's just the light bulb moment.
Bing. Yeah. So let's kind of get into it a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the video up on screen. So first and foremost, it's the first video is video 1 1986.mov, which is fun. This whole thing started 5 years ago, has almost 1 million views. It's got 772,000 views. Now,
I know. It's kind of ridiculous how many views this has.
I'm not trying to knock this guy. No, you know what? I'll get into it later. We'll get into it later. Let's jump right in this bad.
We gotta save it. Yeah. Let's talk about it first. Yeah. Let's let some of the people listening decide if they want to seek this out or not.
So it starts off with it's kind of your classic VHS-y, like staticky stuff. It's this home video system, and essentially you get these.
What? That's not. Well, that is so different, Mike. We are starting off on a system that we've never seen before in analog horror.
You're right. It's the ultrasonic video home system. I should have prefaced your preference. You're right.
It's so important, though.
It's so important. I'm such a fool. You're right. So we start off on there, and you get these 3 segments which correlate with the up and coming videos that we're about to go over. But in this first video, we get a Dove commercial. Talk about how we all have to come together and everything's so soft and smooth and whatnot. You know, advertising for Dove, which I always assumed Dove, the soap, and Dove the chocolate were from the same company, and I don't think they are.
Why not? I'm sure the process is. Well, think about it. I think if you put the ingredients for chocolate and the ingredients for soap in the same machine, I feel like the same, like it would just make soap or make chocolate. I feel like the process is very similar. We're onto something here.
You would
diluting deep dive soap.
You would make a fantastic Willy Wonka.
I don't know if anybody would want the fucking product coming out of that factory.
Taste this bar of soap, children. It tastes like chocolate. I don't want that.
And gasoline.
Yeah, and gasoline. This soda pop is now oil flavored. Like, I don't know.
But why? Why not?
You would be the type of Willy Wonka, like throughout the movie, you know how the kids keep like getting into conundrums, but it's never inherently Willy Wonka's fault. It's the fault of like the kids. They're just in that situation and they're just
doesn't lift a finger to help them.
Exactly. Yeah. I feel like you would actively put those children in those positions. Like, for example, the kid that fell into the chocolate river because he's gluttonous and he ate all the chocolate. I feel like you would actively kick him into the river.
If I saw that fat fuck trying to eat my chocolate or drink my chocolate, like this isn't yours.
Yeah.
Get in the fucking river. You live in my river now.
Yeah. You are a swamp thing in this chocolate river.
You are my swampy chocolate person that lives at the bottom of my fucking lake.
My chocolate lake. You're mine. Let's get back into this a smidge. So
let's be honest though. The only thing coming out of that factory is Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah. Well, we invented them in the year 2020, 2030.
BC.
BC, yeah. So we get this like Dove commercial, and this is a real commercial. And then we are brought up to, I'm assuming, Channel 62 News. Channel 62 News you can trust. And it gives us like this like 60 minutes like timer, and it's just like, here's today's highlights. Like it's one of those slideshows things. It's Local 58. They're Local 58ing you. It's a Local 58 clone. Yeah, as is all these. It wouldn't be Diluti if we didn't cover a fucking Local 58 clone.
Pretty much.
This is my favorite part about this whole thing, though. Ready? It's, oh, we're gonna give you today's highlights and community watch and the sign off. Okay, today's highlights.
All right.
Nothing.
No, it's the best.
Today's highlights.
There are none.
Please check tomorrow.
Don't check again later.
Check again later. There is a news flash that comes up talking about like strong winds in the Webb Mountain area. So you got to be careful.
Webb
about
Mountain.
that.
Where is that?
Webb Mountain? It doesn't really say where Webb Mountain is yet. I believe it's Idaho or something like that.
It is Idaho. I think it's Idaho Falls.
Okay, yeah.
I'm almost positive. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that this warning is from Idaho Falls.
Yeah.
And that is honestly, that might be one of the most critical pieces of information in this whole fucking series.
Idaho Falls for you.
I wish I could tell you why, but I can't.
We'll get there. It's not going to take us that long.
No, it won't.
We come up to the community watch, which they get this sick ass logo of where CBS is going to sue you, dog. Y'all got to watch out.
100%.
Yeah, y'all got to watch out. But here's our community watch. We're ready and we're willing. Community watch, as it turns out, is just CCTV camera footage. What a community watch. Yeah, what a community watch. It's 3 cameras around Patriot Park, some like Center Street or something like that, and another one. I'm showing them on screen.
Okay.
Where's Valley Gas Station?
Where's Patriot Park?
Where's Patriot Park? I don't know. It doesn't say.
Yeah.
We don't figure these things out yet. But we get Circle Drive, Patriot Park, and fucking Weirs Valley gas station. And it is just CRT or CCTV footage. Nothing's happening on these except you see a couple cars driving by in the background until we get back to Patriot Park. And you're like, who's that little guy in the background? There's a little silhouette of a man. There's a little man back
there. Apparently this is in Huntley, Illinois.
But that's not really all that close to here.
It's not.
Oh, no.
But it's in the same state. It's in the same 8-hour-long state as me.
Yeah, so it could happen to us.
Oh, shit. There's also apparently a Patriot Park near the DeKalb Oasis.
Oh, shit, dude. You're in trouble.
I gotta look out.
Not that you live there. It's you just around the vicinity.
I do. I live under the fucking Oasis, the DeKalb Oasis.
Are you this shadow person?
Not this one.
Oh. Anyway, so for you audio listeners that have no idea what we're showing on screen, it's just CCTV footage of these 3 areas, and in one of them, this Patriot Park, there is this like silhouette of a man who every time the camera pans back to the park, they're getting closer and closer to the screen. It's to the point where the end, we actually get like some glitching out from the screen, and then you get this like close up of the face, and it's this like skeleton kind of face. I don't know how to call it. I want to say it's like a skeleton. It's like a mask kind of thing. But it's just like all white with these like deep eye sockets, and it's just like pitch black eye sockets. You can't see in the eyes. So it's kind of spoopy. It's a little spoopy, but that's it.
It reminded me very much of the like the concrete statue SCP. I don't think I can say the number, so I won't. But
173 or something like that.
You're close.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm somewhere.
Well, last person who said that the number in like a monetized space got sued into oblivion.
Oh,
so I won't be doing it.
Damn you, Russia.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, let's go on to video 2. And here's something that we're going to piece together later. You're probably noticing the first one was called Video 1, 1986. This one's Video 2, 2000. I wonder if those are dates. That's weird. So we open up on the second one. Welcome back to Ultrasonic Video Home system. We know them. We love them. It's now, instead of segment 1 flashing, segment 2 is going to be flashing. That's fucking crazy, dude. Who would have thought? We're on the second video and segment 2 is flashing. It's insane. We're introduced to Matenga Airways, which this seems like some sort of like... What'd you say?
I'm sorry, I completely forgot about this one. I actually really enjoyed this video a lot.
I don't... Okay. Teach their own. No, it's fine.
Again, okay, this is where I think I'm also going to help you tie together some things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lay the groundwork is what I'm gonna do.
Perfect.
You go over it. I will add where I need.
Okay, so this seems like it's kind of like a live like ticker for like things that are happening on this one specific flight, because it gives us the things like the flight time, it gives us like the speed of the flight, it gives you like the cabin temperature, the temperature outside the cabin. We get all this information. Like I said, altitude. We also get a destination, which this one I am aware of. The destination is to Chuuk Lagoon, Chuuk, the Chuuk International Airport. That does come into play later. We'll get there.
Yep.
But again, we just get like cabin temperatures, things like that. But then a little bit later on, we get flight data for...
See that audio? You see that waveform spike in the audio?
Right. So we get flight data. So we find out this is a Bombardier Dash 8Q400 E5AAC. I'm assuming that's the type of plane. Don't know how much that matters, but oh my god, shit's happening. Everything just starts like beeping. It. You hear people like crying and like screaming. You get this like flash on screen. It just says flight emergency, brace for impact. It's like one of those stick figures in like the warning position that shit's about to go down. And you just get people screaming and crying, and then you hear a crash, and things go silent.
Can you real quick go back to where it displayed the altitude? Just real quick, just humor me, please. It's these are little things that I noticed that I think are very important, and you wouldn't know it unless you recognize the numbers.
8128.
Cool. Awesome. 8,128 meters, give or take, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just remember that number.
Baby, you know I won't.
I know. That's why I'm here, I think.
Okay. Something of interest that I want to poke out. I don't know if it's correlated or not. In the first video, I forgot to bring this up. In the first video, we see like a car driving by, and in the sky right behind it, you see a lightning flash. Yep. I wonder if that lightning flash is what causes this plane to crash, because you do hear
these two took
like a thump.
Didn't that video and this video take place like a long...
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. The first one is
way different years.
Yeah, the first one's 86. This is 2000. So I guess you're right. So just ignore me. But
hey man, you're talking shit out.
Yeah, you just hear a bunch of people, crying, and it goes silent. You hear a crash, and that's that for that video.
I love that video because again, it was literally just like it displays different information you might see in the airplane, but the audio itself is horrendous. It's the interior cabin of a plane while it's crashing.
I hope you're able. I hope all those numbers and everything do have a meaning, and you're able to shed some light on some of it, or there's just stuff that I'm missing. But I will say a lot of that didn't seem too pertinent to me. But I do like the concept of some sort of unfiction or analog horror or something like that takes place in like an airplane or in like a single room or something, and you get like the data of what like's going on in that room, like the temperature, you get like the humidity or things like that, and how the freaky thing that's happening is affecting like the climate or the atmosphere around them. I think that's a fun idea. So if that's something they're doing that's cool.
Well, so the biggest things that I've noticed is pay attention to like the things that I've said so far. Like Idaho Falls is really important. 8,128 meters is somehow very important. it's the reason I say they're important is you're gonna see those anything that I basically mention saying like I think this is important, just keep this in mind. You're gonna see later, and that's gonna be a way for you to cross reference like, okay, this number is this and this number is this. Like, what does that mean together? It's just a way to like tie some breadcrumbs together. Again, this is a very vague story, and I think that's why I so far in the series, I've enjoyed what I've seen aside from the Local 58 clone-ness of it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it because we're gonna go on to the third episode. You might enjoy
this is a
this
is a lot.
This one's called Video 3 1964.mov. And look at that ultrasonic video home system. They're never leaving, and once you know it, segment 3 is going to start flashing this time around. Now, this one is interesting because it is like a 1960s like slideshow type of thing from the CIA. And it
60s,
takes place,
you say, huh?
60s and CIA. I wonder what happened there.
I wonder what happened in the 60s regarding the CIA.
Yeah. So it gives you the general like generic things where it's like, this is top secret, sharing it is against the law, blah, 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 blah. And then you get a thing that says introduction of chemicals, and you get things like LSD.
If you don't know what's going on here yet, you've never looked into conspiracy theories before.
Yeah. You get temazepam. Temazepam? How do you say that? Do you know? Temazepam. It gives you a little bit of information here as well.
It does.
Yeah. So some of the information with the LSD one, there's not a huge amount going on here. It's just like, it's a drug that does hallucinogenic stuff. We're gonna start experimenting with it. And
the thing you need to know about the LSD is it breaks down the barrier that lets you tell the difference between dreaming and awake.
Yeah. And that's basically what they say here. There's some paragraphs that go with the names of the chemicals, and LSD is pretty much just that. It's just like, this is LSD. It's hallucinogenic. We can use it for mind control and things like that. The next one is for temazepam, and it's pretty similar. It mentions how temazepam is used under their sister projects of MK Often and MK Search. But they're just like, it's another hallucinogenic drug with unknown properties. It's similar to LSD. And we're very, we have high hopes about this drug in the future. They even say that we hope to achieve total psychological control over like the subjects, that are using temazepam. So that's makes sense why the CIA is getting involved in this shit. Next up, we have psilocybin. Psilocybin.
That's the active ingredient in magic mushrooms.
Oh, hell yeah.
That also it's a hallucinogen that breaks down the barrier between like the dream state and real world. Not nearly as much as LSD, but it warps your view of reality more or less.
Interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, so apparently with this one, it is like Jason said, it's in shrooms. It is a natural occurring hallucinogenic. They said that they basically understand everything there is to know about this drug. However, if used under the right circumstances, their lab found significant psychological damage is possible to users, especially if you combine it with LSD. Now, they say that subjecting subjects to traumatic experiences such as loud noises, pain, or quote-unquote psychic driving revitalizes Dr. Ewan, and a lot of this you can't even really see. This doctor's like concept of what this drug can do. And then they mention how this drug is sure to hold many exciting psychological effects useful under Project MK Ultra. They finally said it. The big word, MK Ultra.
Said it.
They finally said it. The next one is
this is literally a declassified document from the MK Ultra trials.
Yeah. This next one is scopolamine. And they mentioned,
oh shit.
Yeah, and they said that this is a hallucinogenic drug within the nightshade floral family. They have a lot of knowledge on this drug. And they're like, it's known locally in Colombia as devil's breath. And this is basically a drug that causes like temporary amnesia in people. And you can basically have them do whatever you want. It's freaky.
Yep.
Very freaky.
It's not a great one.
No, it's like fucking, what's that? Crocodile or whatever it's called.
Crocodile or the zombie dust.
Zombie dust. Yeah. That's the one. And then it goes into saying like, it's got some other slides that come up that mention things like, you know, all of this is top secret and confidential. No one can know about anything on this. If anything's leaked, then that person is, you know, will blackmail the fuck out of the person who tries to leak anything, or, you know, even kill you. Essentially, like they're keeping this shit under fucking wraps.
Oh yeah. Oh, they literally say like if you can't control the person, just fucking get rid of them.
Oh, I'm coming up on that. Yeah. So
like it's insane.
They talk about some of the experiments on here, and one of the experiments they do is they put like a like these goggles on people, and it's like a visual stimulant thing. They pretty much just overstimulate them visually, and that allows them basically once someone is overstimulated visually, it allows them to kind of like sneak into their psyche and I guess persuade them to do things or like answer questions without them even know what they're doing. They call this the McKirkland-May method. And that's some like Clockwork Orange shit. You know what I mean?
Dude,
we're just like,
that's exactly what I thought of.
Yeah.
When you started talking, I'm like, this is Clockwork Orange. This is what the movie was modeled after, was this
100%.
method from the fucking MK Ultra trials.
100%.
Yeah.
It goes on to say that it could take 40 minutes for someone to get into this state of like being affected, where you can basically just have them give out any type of personal information, or it could take 40 minutes and it'll last for up to 2 hours. So you got this motherfucker in the palm of your hands for like 2 hours by just overstimulating the fuck out of them while they're on LSD.
Yeah, pretty like literally you make them incredibly happy, and then you make it so they have no idea if they're awake or dreaming.
Yep.
And let them see whatever their brain wants to show them, and then you ask them questions.
What color is your
and you
underwear?
don't remember 4.
Write that down. Write that down.
This trial has failed. But no, like they won't remember any of it. They like you literally. This is the thing with the MK Ultra thing is that, yes, they declassified some, but the drugs they were using, like the scopolamine, it's an amnesiac, which means you don't remember shit.
Yeah.
Which means they could have abducted people from their homes, brought them to an MK Ultra testing facility, drugged them up with LSD, psilocybin, and whatever the fuck else they're pumping people full of, asked them questions, made them do whatever the hell they wanted, and then brought them back to their bed, put them back in their bed, and that person would have no idea that they were taken.
That's like the ultimate version of gaslighting, you know?
It literally, dude, that's gaslighting's final boss is drugs.
Is drugs. It's the fucking Dark Souls, like the health bar comes up and it's just drugs.
Drugs. No, man, you just make someone hyper suggestible and you just suggest things. Like that's the whole process.
Yep, it's freaky. And it's freaky that it was real and we did that to people. Next up, so we have a slide that says like if subjects resist or use excessive force, you know, try to calm them down, but if they don't calm down, use protocol G6854. And you're like, what's that? I want to know more about that protocol.
Is it kill them? Is it kill them?
It's kill them. And then like the next
if it says protocol, man, like
yeah. The next slide, it's a little bloodied. You can't really read all of it, but
it's real hard to read.
You can assume what it says by it being bloodied. It's basically kill them.
Yeah, it's little they go over the method. It's two methods in tandem, more or less, that they use together to not only kill them, but like come up with some kind of cover story for the death. Like it's cold, cold-hearted bureaucracy is what it is.
And they don't even really have to come up with much of a cover story because in an earlier slide they mentioned how they usually take in people that
don't have anyone.
Don't really have anyone. Yeah, they're just not going to be missed by society. The last slide that we're going to end on here that matters at all is a slide that shows locations where the program took place. And you get places like San Francisco, New York City, Montreal, Canada, fucking Winnipeg. And then if you go down a little bit more, you get Pigeon Forge, Idaho Falls, Chuck Lagoon, and Yap.
Falls. Idaho Falls is on that list, Mike?
Idaho Falls is on that list. Isn't that wild?
You're sure it's on that list?
I'm looking right at it. Isn't that wild?
Cool, man. That's amazing.
And so is Chuck Lagoon. Two places that we've seen. Two.
This is a giant game of connect the dots. Literally just.
And I got the marker. Jason, do you want to tell us? I'm chew ass. You want to tell us about the next one then?
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and go to video 4. It's just called 1979. And again, we go right back into the ultrasonic home video home system.
New logo.
The menu. It's new and improved. It's got a slash through it and shit now.
Yeah,
it's great. So it's going to go through its normal thing. It's going to select the new segment, which is segment 1. We're going to hit play, and it's going to tell us that this was captured on June 24th, 1979, near Kelly Mountain.
Kelly Mountain.
And this is Riri, Idaho. So
what was that?
Apparently,
wasn't there a show called like Weird Idaho or something?
Oh, I think you're right.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think you are. I do. I think
Erie, Idaho.
It's
Erie.
Look it up. Yeah,
Erie,
maybe.
Indiana. That's what. Erie, Idaho.
That's
Erie, Indiana.
Hey, you get the eyes right.
Yeah, I was right there. Hey, we're close though. We're close.
So Riri, Idaho. Apparently, the following tape has led to a lot of trouble near Idaho Falls. Would you look at that?
I read this in like a Trump voice. The following tape led to a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble.
Near Idaho Falls.
Idaho
the next
Falls.
line's even better in a Trump voice.
I know.
Which is people's eyes closed.
People's eyes closed.
That's all. It just says people's eyes closed. Apparently, a friend of the author gave me this tape, and she said that the person on the tape feared for their life. And apparently, she has not heard from him since. God bless his soul. Now,
bless his soul.
That's like the first two minutes, right? First about 2 minutes. The last almost 2 minutes is. Well, no. Like it does. There's no text. It's just a gray screen with some flickering in it. However, it's the audio, and you hear some footsteps the entire time. All this text has been playing. You hear footsteps, like breathing. You hear just like somebody who's very clearly like walking and like making their way through some terrain that's not exactly normal. So. As it goes, we hear like a very distant. It kind of sounds like a wolf howl, but not quite.
Yeah.
And so right after that happens, the footsteps start to get like a little bit more like, all right, there's a wolf behind. Like I should probably not be in the same area as a wolf that's yelling to all its friends that I am here. So the footsteps kind of pick up. The breathing gets a little heavier, and then we hear like this fucking ridiculous scream thing that happens. I'm assuming not too far away, because directly after that, the footsteps turn to a dead fucking sprint. And as we're listening to these sprinting footsteps, we hear another set of footsteps kind of like that are faster, get louder, 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 and we get like a thud right at the very end. And that's pretty much the end of video 4. Now, again, Idaho Falls, right?
No, this one was not Idaho Falls, was it?
Kelly Mountain, yeah. Kelly Mountain is near Idaho Falls. Riri, Idaho, near Idaho Falls.
Oh.
Now, so I'm gonna look something up real quick.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Kelly Mountain.
Kelly Mountain. Is this all based on
altitude? Kelly Mountain altitude. Well, it's about 8,800 meters. Sorry, 8,800 feet.
Yeah.
And so the flight that you were talking about earlier, where was the destination was leaving from somewhere, but I'm pretty sure it was heading to near. Right. However, Idaho Falls was on that list, right?
No, the flight was heading to Chuck.
Chuck what?
Chuck Lagoon. Idaho Falls was on the MK Ultra slideshow.
Okay, so Chuck Lagoon it's what, Central Pacific?
It's not mentioned.
So and it was either way. So I'm pretty sure if you look at this, and this is where like the deep diver in me comes out, because I'm pretty sure if you look at the departure location and the destination, Idaho Kelly Mountain lies like directly in between. And when they were starting to talk about the plane and where they were, it should be right near Kelly Mountain. I'm pretty sure. How much time was left? How much time was left on the destination Chuck Lagoon International Airport?
But it doesn't say where it was going to. No, the destination will be Chuck Lagoon, but it doesn't say where it took off. It just says flight time. I mean, it was an hour and a half, so I guess it'll be wherever an hour and a half is.
I'm almost positive that the altitude of Kelly Mountain being a little bit higher than the altitude shown on wherever this fucking plane was going, because out of all the videos we've seen so far, this one's out of place, right? Not this one, the airline one.
I would argue all of them are out of place, personally, but we'll get to it.
So,
but I don't think
at least some of them have ties together, like Idaho Falls or location, or you know what I mean?
I don't think
the only one that doesn't is the airline one.
I don't think this ties together though with the height of Kelly Mountain, though, because you said Kelly Mountain is 8,800 feet. This is 8,100 meters. So this is they're vastly higher up.
That's fair. Maybe I read that wrong.
That's 24,000 feet compared to, you know what I mean?
Well, see, then if that's not the case, then I don't know why that video is even a part of it. You know what I mean?
We'll get to that.
Okay. Okay, so again, we hear this thud. This is near Kelly Mountain, and the video ends with the video 4, 1979 ends with a thud, and we move directly into the next one, which takes place fucking like what?
1992.
12 years later.
Yeah. Puppet Pals.
This one's video 5, 1992. So this is an excerpt from a Christian conservative TV channel.
Boy, is it.
Guess where? Guess where this is based?
Open Palms.
Idaho Falls.
Idaho Falls.
Yep. Also, if you look in the about or the about for this video, there is a link to where you can donate to a nonprofit organization fighting quote unquote conversion therapy, which is still legal in 30 U.S. states. That should be that should be enough of a trigger warning for what is about to be talked about on this. Right. So we do get a screen that we get the normal selection screen, and then we get the play, and then all of a sudden we get the Open Palms logo. And after this, we basically jump directly into a segment called Open Pals, which is a sock puppet segment. And we get this sock puppet girl talking to a pastor, just asking like different questions about this, that, and the other, about love, like who can love who, and they get to the and they start reading different Bible verses. One of the first ones they talk about is like God created this, and God created everyone, and God created him, and God created her, and they're separate, and they're in His image.
They straight up go, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Like,
dude, seriously, like this is a very anti-LGBTQ plus message. Even with like the next message they get to, which is like what, Corinthians something.
Yeah.
There's every man is Christ, the head of the head, and the wife helps the husband. Like it's all just diminishing women. And
you heard it here, lady listeners.
You shall not lie with a male as with a woman. It is an abomination.
You heard
They're
it
using
here.
all the fucking plays in the book.
Deludi approved. Get in the fucking kitchen.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Hey, I'm just saying that's what these puppets
Nope.
want, and that's what these puppets want.
It is what the puppets want. Well, the puppets can go fuck themselves. They've got at least one dick-sized hole in them.
They do. They do. So you're saying that we don't agree with what these puppets are saying?
I fucking don't. You can do whatever you want, but I'm here to tell you that
I'm pretty sure
none of this is correct.
I'm pretty sure Doug agrees. I mean, he's not here to defend himself, so I think Doug's a big old sexist. Like,
he does live in Florida, so that tracks.
Yeah, Doug is kind of a sexist that thinks all women belong in the kitchen. So next time Doug's on, I need everyone to just heckle him and let him.
I also heard that Matt doesn't think women exist.
Yeah, he doesn't. He thinks it's a myth, like birds.
Or yeah,
he doesn't think women are real. Women
and birds are the same thing.
Women and birds are the same thing, and they don't exist. And to Matt. So next time they're both on, I need you guys to just let them know that they're wrong in their attitudes. And Jason and I, we're right, and we're progressive, unlike those ignorant fucks. So
yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
puppets.
Back to sock puppet god time. So these sock puppets are asking questions, talking about stuff, and the gist is men and women were designed to be with each other, and fuck you, you can't love who you want, you have to love who we tell you. That's the message, the same message as the Christian religion and the Catholic Church in most regards. It's just a giant propaganda video for that. And then it's like the last third or fourth of the video, we see a change up to like it's several different of the sock puppets. I'm sorry. There's the blonde sock puppet that we saw talking to the pastor. They start opening their mouths and shit, and it's weird. And all of a sudden, Clyde. I'm sorry, Clyde. And Clyde asks, like, hey, have you seen weird men in suits show up to your door? And she's like, no. Like, oh, well, okay. We saw them and this happened. And all of a sudden another sock puppet shows up and goes, holy fuck, did you see the weird fucking men in suits? And like, you didn't let them in, did you? And Clyde goes, well, yeah. And this other fucking sock puppet just starts freaking the fuck out, saying it's the wrong thing to do.
You shouldn't do that. They're gonna get you.
And so they say, like, holy shit, okay, we'll tell our parents, we'll make sure that everybody knows. You know what? We should go talk to Father Donovan about this. The other sock puppet that we talked to earlier.
They mentioned that they look weird too, like they're men in suits, but I think they said they look like.
But they
don't look.
They specify it's good.
No, they just don't look normal. I think they say something like that.
They look off.
Yeah.
And Father Donovan. So they go see Father Donovan, ask him, and they say, he's like, are they from the church? And they're like, no. And Father Donovan starts talking about how there's this laboratory outside of town where there's a giant, like the rumors are they experiment on people and stuff like that. And he says everybody should stay away from there. It's government property. Like, just if they show up, comply, but like just leave them alone and they'll leave you alone type thing. And then it just goes right to the end of the program and the video ends.
My favorite part is
they all stare at the camera.
They all stare at the camera. But my favorite part is when
horrifying.
They're like, oh, men and Father Donovan or whatever his name is. They're like, oh, men came to the house and we were told not to let them in. And the pastor's just like, oh, men from the church, and they're like, no, from the government. He's like, oh, never let them in. Like, never let big government into your house. Like, they go full like conservative, like libertarian, just like
100%. It's like, I'm from the government. I'm here to help. Fuck you, type thing. Like,
and they're like, oh, he's like, oh yeah, there's that experimental. There's that government facility. They're doing experiments out there, so never go there. They're like, yeah, we'll never go there. Instead, we'll go to church. And he's like, you're damn right. And it ends with this moment where they're just like, da-da-da, like old, yeah. It ends with like that classic like sitcom where it's like kind of like freeze frame, look at the camera kind of deal.
Oh yeah,
it's just goofy as all hell.
It is. It's goofy and like it's. And again, this is again tied to Idaho Falls. Assumedly, this is like a local, like station that was talking
Yeah.
about this, and just for some reason, sock puppets decided to tell the community and strike the fear of, no pun intended, the fear of God into them about this government laboratory that exists, just outside of town.
And also, just
and
to
that's
make kids a bunch of meanies. How,
Oh,
how you
100%.
gonna
Well,
be
that's all-
like, you can't love... even VeggieTales never did that, as far as
what are you
I'm
talking
aware.
about? The bunny episode?
I don't know. I've never watched
How
VeggieTales.
about the one where How about the one where they pushed capitalism onto us?
No, I mean, I don't remember VeggieTales being like, you can't love them like that. You can only love another
I'm sure
man
there was
like
an
that.
I'm sure there was an anti-gay VeggieTales
I would
episode.
have,
I'm sure.
I'd have to go back and find it. I've only seen a handful of episodes, and I don't recall it.
But we were innocent. Like when we watched it for real, it was we weren't looking for hidden meaning.
That's very fair. Just, talking tomato.
Look at it's a tomato that talks. Like that's all that was going on in this
Cucumber
head.
lost his hairbrush.
Yeah, and now he's wearing suction cups.
Yeah. What a fucking show.
Fuck. That was a wild choice for a show. For Christian TV, no less. Either way, okay. Back off topic. Let's get back on track. I know we just talked about Christian shows.
Better than Bible Man.
Bible Man can go fuck himself.
What a weird one. My buddy had those DVDs of Bible Man, and I'm like, fuck, this is weird.
I remember seeing a couple of those, and like I instantly clocked it. Like, this is just religious propaganda. Like,
Did
this
the name not give it away?
But I was fucking like 8 years old, man. I was real proud of that critical thought.
Oh, it's Christian.
I don't need this. Weird. Okay. This is we can do this. We can do this, Mike. It is the last video.
Let's go.
And it is the most intriguingly named video in the entire series. It is named government_horror_show.mov. You got to know there's some secrets on there, right? Gotta.
Yeah.
So it's about 4 minutes long, and this one, it comes with little to no context. It's got your normal ultrasonic video home system intro, and all it says is these were retrieved photographs from a government horror show.
Mm-hmm.
No telling us what that means. And it's literally just 4 minutes of like, it looks like footage of somebody revealing photographs that were hidden behind like some kind of like redaction or something.
It's like laser scanning fucking photos on.
It's like laser. I feel like it's removing like black ink from photographs, like to decide what it is. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Sure. The first one's pretty normal. It's just a fucking hallway. Great. The second one comes out and you see just a bunch of like, they look like a bunch of people standing around a hub or a station.
Yeah.
Like it's a cubicle with like some desks with several entrances and stuff. And then after that, things start getting real fucking weird. You get a weird, creepy dude just kind of standing in the hallway holding some kind of unknown object. Not really sure what it is. And after you see this, things start to kind of go unexplainable. Lovecraft, just all over this bitch.
Yeah.
It's these like weird, like shadowy shapes with like smoke coming off of them. It looks like they're like floating versus walking. And it gets worse and worse. And I will say the very last one is the most unsettling, and it only reveals like half of it, but it's like this yellow jaundiced face. And you do end up seeing that it's got some pretty fucking sunken eyes, and that should be reminiscent of the first video.
Yeah, that's what I thought that too.
Like it's this one's, and it threw me off at first because the first time we see this face, it's in black and white. And so even the second to last one, it looks like there's some kind of like there's a bunch of people with these changes going on. But the very last one, like it's solidified, like this is the thing. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then it just cuts, ends, and we are fucking done. That's the whole series up till now.
And I think that's the end of the series. And I only say that because the last upload was 3 years ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. And like it It is a cohesive story if you look at all of the little if you look at the finite details.
All right.
Well, even look at the fucking dates. That's how you put it in order. It's video.
Tell me the story then, please.
Okay. In 1964, the government started experimenting on people using psychotropic and hallucinogenic drugs under the code name of MK Ultra. After discovering that these things had mind control applications, but it also had unexpected side effects on certain individuals, they came up with a different kind of protocol to put these people down. After that, one of these MK Ultra laboratories that was experimenting with all these drugs that we saw started experimenting more heavily, and certain changes started happening to some of the test subjects. To that, something fucking got out and chased down a random hiker in 1979 who happened to get it on audio recording and sent it to somebody that they knew. Heard really, really strange noises in the forest. And again, this is around Idaho Falls. We talked about the laboratory that's outside of town that was doing experiments on people. So after this thing got out and attacked a random civilian in 79, let's move ahead to 86, which is the first video we see, which is the first time we see this creature in a residential area. It decided to expand its hunting grounds. And which is why we see all of these the glitches, the weird shit on the CRT TVs of this community. And then it kind of goes dark. After that, we moved on to the sock puppet video, and most of it's really, really, really not pertinent at fucking all. But the part about the human experimentation in the laboratory in Idaho Falls, which apparently is a confirmed MK Ultra site, as are most of these sites that we see in those lists of different cities where these laboratories exist, the rumors started circulating that people have been experimented on there with either drugs, surgery, or a combination of the two, and that possibly something had gotten out. And finally, we go to 2000. And that's the airplane crash at Idaho, at whatever the fuck. Whatever got out, made it to Kelly Mountain, got up to Kelly Mountain, and because its main property is electromagnetic distortion, it fucked with the airplane's instruments because it was up on top of the mountain and caused the whole thing to crash.
What do you mean its main thing is electromagnetic distortion?
The first video, man. It got close enough to the camera, you couldn't tell what the fuck was going on. It started glitching the hell out.
I guess. If it was strong enough to take down a plane, wouldn't it be able to take down a camera?
Well, that's the difference is 1986 to 2000. That's 14 years.
I guess.
It might have honed its powers or whatever, but again, this is a hyper vague analog horror.
Because
the only reason I was able to piece that together is because I picked up on the tiny details, and that might not even be right. That's just what my brain created. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's fair. I didn't perceive that one bit, only because you're giving it this grandeur, the only thing we have here is that there are drug experiments from MK Ultra with hallucinogenic drugs, but it never once says anything about those drugs giving things ability or things.
But it gives you a list of test sites, and as soon as you follow that breadcrumb to Idaho Falls, you could take Idaho Falls and put together the fact that, okay, cool, this is near Kelly Mountain. That'd be weird if something happened high up the mountain, which is, might be high enough to cause a plane crash. Fuck with the instruments. No one says any of this explicitly. This is my brain suggesting all of this.
That's why that doesn't make sense to me.
I think everybody. Well, your explanation for the story might be different than mine.
I don't have an explanation.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody else might have a different one as well. But it's it was vague details to me, but it was vague breadcrumbs that forced my brain to tie together things that may or may not be correlated to create my own story in my head.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No, yeah, 100%. I don't agree with it, but that's fine. I like that you were at least but I'm fine with it because at least
Yeah.
you were able to come up with something that's going on here. Here, listen to this. Let me ask you this: on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you place this?
Okay, is this in relation to stories or all analog horror?
Just in general, like in a general, two categories: general entertainment to you, and quality. Where would you put this?
Okay, I'd put it at a solid 5.5 to 6 out of 10.
Okay, this is like a.
It was short. It was sweet. Yeah. But why is that? Like,
it's a 1 because, and I'm not knocking this creator at all. I am stupid, and I'm probably missing something. Like you said, you came up with a lot of shit that does make more sense on now that we're talking about it. I don't necessarily agree with that. That's the path that the creator might have been going towards, but I'm often wrong. I'm often very wrong, and you're probably right, and that's fine. It probably just went right over my head. So this is coming from an idiot's point of view. That's
the thing, though, man. I don't think there is a right answer.
Yeah,
is kind of what I'm saying. Is this is like it toes the line between a solid plot-filled story,
I think,
and like an interpretive story.
It's got to be me to a certain point too, but I think others came to the same mindset I have as well. Because look at this.
Yeah.
First and foremost, look at this. Starts off bussin'. It starts off, the first episode was 772,000 views. The next one,
Give a fuck about the numbers, man.
Well, no. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. The next one, 141,000. That's a drop. The third one,
huge. That's a huge drop.
The third one, 689,000, went back up. The next one after that, 143,000. After that, 34,000. After that, 20,000. So I think a lot of people had the same mindset of me, where none of this makes any fucking sense, and people just lost interest. And here's why.
That's fine.
You can take all these videos and cut them literally a 15-second chunk, and you're getting the exact same amount of information. That one video, video 4, is 3 minutes of literally a black screen and just audio of someone walking with the occasional in the background. And it happens once. It happens once.
Twice.
Okay, twice in like a 3-minute span. That's the whole video. That's the whole video. The next video is the one before that, the airlines one. All that airline information, you try to piece it together. I don't think it worked, but I'm glad that you at least tried because, again, I'm often wrong. Maybe that information is pertinent. But the only information that matters is that last bit where the airplane is falling out of the sky. And even then, does that really matter? Because it's never brought up again. And the first one, does anything in the first video even matter in the beginning? Because all you need is that little bit of CRT or CCTV footage at the end of just a person getting closer and closer and closer to a camera. None of the rest of the information is really pertinent. I don't think any of it matches up. I think this person had the idea, the first video, of making like a creepy thing, and he was like, oh, that's fun, and then didn't know what to do with it and just started making shit. Like on the fly, just like, what can I make my next video about? Airplane crashing. Fuck it, let's go. What should I make the other one about? Oh, I just watched a whole series on MK Ultra. That was fun. Let's introduce MK Ultra into the mix. I don't think there's a cohesive plot here.
Well, I think they started with, I want to do something MK Ultra based. And honestly, out of the 6 videos that were here, the one that I think could have been redone is video 2, the flight logs. Here's the plane crash.
But here's where I also
that's the very the latest thing that happened, which means it's not that's technically the pinnacle of where we're at.
Yeah. Which
means whatever happened in these experiments ended with a plane crash. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And another thing is driving me wild. Like it's racking my brain because I'm over here thinking, and again, I'm not trying to diss this guy too much because I can't make shit. But I don't understand. I don't understand how this got so many views. I don't understand how people like this.
See,
I like clicking for me. And here's something else. I know I'm in the wrong because if you go to the airplane episode, if you go to the comments section, I'm putting it on the screen right now. I'm going to read some for the audio people. But listen to this. Listen to this. I really liked this one Was it just a conventional plane crash caused by some catastrophe engine failure? A nuke going off nearby? The rise of an eldritch being? I love how much is just left to your own imagination. Another one. This video is like the opposite of what is wrong with bad analog horror.
Yes.
It's low-key,
This
believable.
comment specifically, yeah.
It's low-key, believable. It's actually developed enough to play with an expectation of supernatural instead of mistakenly relying on an audience expectation. And it goes on like that. There's another one. This is an analog horror done in ways I've never seen before. Hats off to you, my friend. And it just goes on like that. Am I crazy? Am I
no, dude,
just
listen,
crazy?
I didn't even...
Everyone is like...
Dude, it's the data. If you take it's, oh my God, it's every piece of data. It's the airspeed. It's the inside-outside cabin temperature. All of that's alluding to things that have apparently things have been going wrong with this airline for a hot minute now.
But none of that is lined up. None of that is given to us. This
they don't tell you that.
This one says,
they don't ever tell you anything in this.
This is really good. Most stuff like this goes, ooh, spooky times route instead of realistic terror. Mind you, there's a question of why you can hear screams in water, but nobody's speaking earlier. I guess everyone was asleep. Good stuff. What is that? Am I going crazy here, dude? It's not scary. It's not. There's no plot.
They should.
I don't understand it.
This seems to match with the Alaska 261 flight. Started to crash at 8128 meters, aka 26,000 feet, just like this said.
Okay. Crashed
into the Pacific. It mentions at the beginning that it was flying over the Pacific, so we have a match. I'll look into it more.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Now we're talking.
So I think the connecting dot is all of these incidents were real.
Based off real things. Okay, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That's fun if that's
this is like
real.
Which reminds me of Monument Mythos.
Yeah, and again, it's probably me being stupid, but this just didn't hit for me. And that's fine.
That's fine.
I'm like racking my brain because like now I genuinely I need to know. I need to know what's happening. I need the creator of CRT Anomalies to just info dump on me like this is what it means, this was the plot, because obviously I'm not getting it, and I very much want to, because I'm looking at the comments and everyone in the comments is like, this is great, this is awesome, this is something I've never seen before, and I'm just not getting that. And I
remember everybody commenting are people who have been fed this video by algorithm or have been fed other videos by algorithm or are searching for analog horror for fun.
Yeah, that's very valid. I will say
that last part
yeah,
is probably telling.
Yeah. I also will say the last video was very fun. I'll give him that.
I liked it because I mean, to me it tied together the terror. Like why? And because especially the very, very small description that says they're after me, help. That's it.
Yeah, and well, not only that, but like the pictures are creepy. I like to think too. I mean, this is my own canon at this point. I'm trying to make sense of it, but like, what if? Hang on.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I had to click a button. Like, what if this was how you said there was like a breakout that happened and things escaped? This government horror show. Yeah. These are all the patients.
That's the escapees.
Experiments. Yeah, they all escaped. And one of them is like what you find from video 1. Another escapee is video 2. Another escapee is video 4. You know what I mean? Another escapee will be the man in the suit from video 5. Or not escapee, the man in the suit is video 5, and he's trying to figure out where all these escapees went. So
absolutely. That could be it.
Yeah. But I genuinely
it's just
don't know.
And they don't tell, but that's why, and I think that's crossover with my love for Lovecraft. And like the fear of the unknown, the fear of like you don't know what the fuck is going on type of thing. Like this is beyond your control, and this simulates that for me because you're not given enough information for a clear picture.
Yeah,
which means you're like it's like 90% there, which means that last 10%, everybody whoever watches this, and if you enjoy this for whatever reason, it doesn't have to make sense. If you just find enjoyment in this, your brain will fill in that last 10% for you, and it will create the rest of the story. And I think that's why I am impressed by this one, because it just hits on like a psychological level.
That's fine. I mean, all hats off to this guy because I can never make anything this cool looking. I will say a lot of the vibes are fun. Like that last video was fun. The first one was pretty fun. Like I digged a lot of the vibes were pretty.
But hey, man, if you don't enjoy it, you don't enjoy it, and that's fine.
Yeah, but still,
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. There was I can't find the comment anymore, and that really upsets me. There's one comment in the one I think that showed like the MK Ultra stuff. Oh, I wish I could find it again, but I'm not seeing it. Someone said a VHS player that has a DVD main menu, a slide projector's letterbox, and the sound of a film projector spooling. Very interesting stuff.
I know. Okay, so some of the people
the creator
are like,
definitely was just like sound effect, sound effect, sound effect, sound effect, sound effect. But that I thought
that's good fun. Though. Like it was immersive, and like that, there were several moments where I was fooled that like I was actually listening to the thing that it was telling me that I was listening to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that in itself is a feat because it's very easy to break.
Yeah,
to
right?
break that fourth wall.
Yeah,
like, it's not hard.
But yeah, all in all, you know what? I was too harsh on it. I said before it was a 1. I'm not going to give it a 1. That's way too harsh. We've covered other shit that pissed me off. Even
but
more.
It's fine if you do, man.
No, I'm gonna give.
That just means it wasn't made for you.
I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give it a 3 because I see the aesthetic.
Yeah.
You know, I see the aesthetic. I see the vision a little. It's just not cohesive to me, but I'll give you a 3. It's still low on my scale, but we've come across some 1s on here, and this by no means is a 1 to me. So I'll bump it up to a 3.5.
That's fair. That's fine, man.
But yeah,
I'm gonna keep it at my 5.5, 6, maybe even 6.5.
You know what?
Who knows?
No, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. And you know why?
Dude, no. You're being weak, Mike.
No, I'm giving it a 4.5 for this reason. I'm giving it a 4.5 because if it was an actually shitty analog horror, I wouldn't have as much to say about it as I do right now. We've covered a lot where I'm just like, this fucking sucked. At least here, I'm just like, I didn't understand it. I don't understand. People in the comments are enjoying it. Maybe I'm wrong. It has me questioning if I'm stupid. So you know what? You're getting a 4 because I legit don't know.
That by itself is impressive.
Yeah, because I don't know if I'm stupid because of this. I don't know if this may be stupid because I'm not understanding it or because I am and no one else is. So you're getting a 4 for making me question my own mental state.
I think you're thinking about it too hard.
Exactly.
I think you're just...
Exactly.
I think that's fair. That's fair. I think it's literally just like this is not your cup of tea, and I think that's the end of the explanation.
Probably.
But the fact that you're like, I don't know. That's
why I get the 4.
You're right.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I'm solidly between 5.5 and 6.5, depending on my mood.
Yeah. There you go.
I enjoyed it. I like filling details.
I did very much enjoy talking about this with you, though. I'm not gonna lie. As much as it wasn't my favorite, I thoroughly enjoyed talking about it.
Oh, this was like a solid deep dive with opposing opinions.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. I can hate it all I want. It was a breeze. It was like half an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know,
35 total fucking minutes.
It gets a 5. I'm sticking
hey, man,
at 4.
if we keep talking, it's going to be a 9 by the end of the night.
No, I'm sticking at 4. But yeah, it's the fact that it's my favorite type of analog horror. I hate an analog horror that's like season 4 and every episode's 45 minutes long. No.
See, the local 58ness, the fact that 40 to 50 to 60% of the episodes just didn't have useful information in it. That's why it's not like a 7, 8, or 9.
But it was
for
still
me.
short.
That's why
still short.
But it didn't waste. It wasted so little of my time.
Exactly. I'm out a half hour.
I'm not mad about it.
I'm out a half hour compared to like what did we just fucking Marble Hornets? Whereas like this video is 17 minutes long and 10 of it is just guys walking. So I love you, Marble Hornets. Cut your videos down though.
Marble Hornets was a lot of fun, but it's who.
Yeah, but
you can get the same story out of 3 hours as 9.
Exactly. So yeah, I can say I didn't like it as much as I want, but it was still a breeze. It was very short, and I love that it was short. This is ideal to me. An analog horror that's like a short story, it's 10 episodes max. Chef's kiss. I love that. Keep it short and sweet to the point.
make it tie it in vaguely to like a weird symptom of a random government project, like just like a one-off thing.
Yeah.
That took like 5 years total to get through, and like 4 people total saw it. So you have 6 audio clips like that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I am curious if any of these other videos are based on like real life events, like that plane one you said was based off of
on that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah.
If like the
sure
puppet show, I wonder if the puppet show one is based off a real TV show that was like, don't go near them mountains.
Yeah, VeggieTales.
No, yeah, but I mean like something that might have like an eeriness to it, like in the show they're just like, you never go into the mountains alone, kids, or something like that. Yeah. Or like Video 4.
Like nobody outside that locality would know what the fuck you're talking about.
Exactly. Or like Video 4 was like that audio of him like walking through the woods. I wonder if that's like legit, like lost, like missing person,
like a hiker that got like mauled by a fucking bear or some shit.
Yeah. If that's a thing, that would be very cool. If that's the thing that they're doing here, that's cool.
I wish I had thought of that like angle. If that's the angle, holy shit, you have made yourself an 8.
If that's the angle, you bumped up to an 8 for me as well. So you better make that the angle. If it ain't already, you better do it.
And if you have more planned, which I don't think you do, you should make that more apparent.
Yeah. Hit me on the head a little bit, just a little bit with it.
Just a tiny bit. Just smack me so I know you're here.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, man.
That's all I got. We've been talking a lot about this.
Dude, that was we fucking pulled like what, an hour and a half out of this shit.
Somehow we got over an hour out of this stupid ass thing.
Hey, you told me half an hour. I believed you.
I know, right?
That was fun though. I enjoyed that.
Me too. I had a good time with this. I hope the listeners had a good time. And that's really all I got. All the good stuff as usual. Social medias, find them. I just have my Coke. Social medias, you know where to find them. Gmail, dulipod@gmail.com. Send us your hometown horrors, yada yada yada. That's all I got.
Hometown horrors for sure.
Hometown horrors. Jason, do you have anything you want to say to people?
I mean, my usual thing that I think I've never skipped one time. Oh, I skipped one time. Other than that, stay the fuck paranoid. I love these little one-off treasures that we find sometimes. But stay paranoid because one of these little haunted nuggets could find you in your hometown. Oh. And if it does, send it to us. The nugget and the story, both.
And the cryptid. Mail it.
And yeah. It's threefer. But either way, cheers to everybody. Cheers to you.
Cheers. Bye, everybody. Have a blessed night. May government MK Ultra Christ be with you. Bye.
MK often.
Don't look under the internet.